Well, 5 weeks ago, our newsroom staff anxiously awaited as our own Linda Carson underwent hip replacement surgery. At 73 years old, Linda was very active, so it was hard to watch as she slowed down because of pain. Linda invited me and our photographer, Dave Tureen, into her surgery so we could bring to you the newest technology in hip replacement. We'll take you inside the surgery and along for the rehab, but first we do have to warn you, there may be some graphic video.
Well, everybody at work told me to tell you good luck, and they're thinking of you, and we know everything will go great.
Visiting Linda the morning of her surgery, she wasn't too nervous, just ready.
I can't get up from sitting on my sofa. If I sit down on the floor to play with my grandson, I cannot get up. I can't lift the baby. So function has gotten so bad, I've got to do something.
And Linda wasn't the only one ready for this hip replacement. So is Dr. Ed Stolarski, Linda's surgeon.
Today, we're going to make Linda's life better.
Because for over a year, she was living with debilitating pain.
I was starting to interfere with her ability to exercise, which she loves to do, and even just getting around at work.
Linda's cartilage in her right hip was completely gone, and she was actually a little shorter on that side. Dr. Stolarski suggested a minimally invasive hip replacement known as an anterior supine intramuscular hip replacement, or ASI, an approach where the incision is made through the front of the hip, which Dr. Stolarski says provides huge benefits over the traditional way through the back of the hip.
I can be more accurate. That's better for the patient. You don't want educated guesses. She's on her back, so I can bring in the x-ray machine and check it while I'm working. And then lastly is her lifestyle. She can go back to pretty much anything she wants to go back to when she's recovered. And recovery is very quick.
It was time to get started. With me getting as close as possible and the camera rolling, Dr. Stolarski kept the mood light when the heavy tools came out.
Home Depot.
The doctor first removed the arthritic hip, then fit Linda with a new joint, checking along the way for accuracy in size and placement. It was a quick 40-minute procedure.
I don't expect any issues at all with her. I'm hoping for a quick and rapid recovery.
And 3 weeks after surgery, that's just what we saw. Linda scooting along, ready for her rehab, despite her doubts.
I can't remember how to walk.
But with a new hip, she's learning to get it all back.
What are your hobbies?
Well, it used to be sailing, but now I can't get on a sailboat. I'd like to do that again.
That's okay, so that's a good goal for you.
Exercise, homework, and rehab 3 times a week to start will quickly get her to those goals.
And here you are.
Here I am. I came back to work after 3 weeks. Of course, I was on a walker. For the last week, I've been on this cane, and I'm getting rid of this thing next week.
And I think it's important to note, because you always hear with these different types of surgeries that it's going to be a quicker recovery. You have a friend who had a different kind, the older version of a hip replacement, who you saw the comparison and the progress.
Yeah, she was out of work. She was really on her back for 2 months and couldn't, just around her house. And now for her, it's been about 6 months, and she's still on a walker. So this has been really so. And what I was worried about was the pain, okay? Well, when I came right out of that surgery that you saw, they said, what's your pain level from 1 to 10? I said 8. They gave me something. It has never been above a 3 since then. So I was really scared about that, but there was nothing to be scared about. It hasn't been bad at all. It really hasn't.
We're still trying to keep up with you, Linda.
I'm not running across the newsroom yet, but give me a few more weeks.
Well, we'll race you. I told you beforehand I'll race you when you're done.
We'll show you the video.
Excited about it, Linda. We're glad everything worked out.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you had my back there. I'm glad you were there.
You were in good hands. We'll be back right after the break.